The Spanish-American War was an armed conflict in 1898 between the United States of America and the Spanish Empire, lasting only 10 weeks. The most direct results of the conflict were the liberation of Cuba and the acquisition of United States territories. For many years, the American people had had animosity towards Spain, mostly due to yellow journalism in New York. Cuba had been seeking independence for a long time, and the United States didn't like Spain's attitude towards its colonies. When the USS Maine was sunk in the Havana harbor, this was plenty to spur the American people to action. Very quickly, the Teller Amendment was brought up in Congress, proposing that the United States intervene in Cuba's independence and not annex it after the war. It also granted the president the right to use as much military force needed in order to gain Cuba's liberation. The joint resolution was signed on April 20th, 1898. Within the next few days, Spain had severed diplomatic relations, the U.S. set up a blockade around Cuba, and Spain declared war on the 23rd of April. Congress declared war had begun as soon as the blockade was put into action on the 21st of April, which was 2 days earlier. The first battle in the war was the Battle of Manila Bay, where U.S. forces, under command of George Dewey, attacked the major port of Manila Bay in the Philippines. This battle crippled the Spanish Navy in the Pacific and gave the United States control over the Philippines as well. This is one major factor that led to the annexation of Hawaii as a naval pit stop. After acquisition of the Philippines, the United States moved on to the small island nation of Guam. The people of the island didn't even know they were at war with the United States, so when they were fired on by U.S. ships, they thought they were being saluted. Several leaders came out and boarded the ship to apologize for not returning the salute, as they were out of gunpowder. Once the American captain informed they were at war, they surrendered within 24 hours. There were several other battles and territories acquired, including Puerto Rico and many land skirmishes in Cuba. But one of the last and largest battles of the war was the naval engagement of Santiago de Cuba. The battle was a month-long naval standoff that resulted in a huge American victory with only 10 casualties, the destruction of the Spanish fleet in the Caribbean, and the acquisition of Guantanamo Bay. Once the Spanish had lost over 60,000 people while America had only suffered about 2,000 casualties, the Spanish finally decided to surrender by signing the Treaty of Paris in August of 1898. So, in conclusion, America fought for 10 weeks, lost more people to yellow fever and typhoid than actual fighting, and gained 4 new territories. The Spanish-American War was the beginning of American imperialism and helped the United States become the police force of the world it is today.